Whenever you're ready.
Again, my name is Tim Maguire. I'm president of CUPE Local 79, City of Toronto Inside Workers and others. I want to start by playing a video of one of our members who's a cleaner at Union Station. His name is Carlo, and he's worked for the city for 3 years. He is a part-time cleaner, and before he worked for the city, he worked for Impac Cleaning, the company that has a contract to provide cleaning services in the midst of the what's called, I guess, a mixed service contract.
Yes, 1 second.
Hi, I'm Carlo. I work with the city. I assigned on Union Station. I'm the afternoon person on that workplace. It's been 2 years now. Yeah, I work with Impac like 2 years, and then now it's almost 2 years now in city too. So when I work with the Impac, like if you're a cleaner, you're just a cleaner, and then when it comes to the payroll, their salary is very low. When it comes to like job secure, it's not that secure because we don't have benefits. We just rely on when the payroll comes, and there's no schedule that it says that you're gonna be good here, like it's gonna be permanent or something. So you still have a fear inside. Yeah, you're not feel comfort. I'm uncomfortable with that. And then when city, they provide a lot of trainings. They can send you to these trainings. You can develop yourself, and then the salary is very fair enough to my situation. I can live right, like I can do things I want. So yeah, it's very nice to be a city employee. So one of the issues is like I have to know the schedule in advance so I can manage my personal life too with my son, since I'm a single father. So it's very important to know my schedule in advance, like 2 weeks in advance will be great, will help me a lot. The bottom line is, I want to keep my job, like, I don't want to leave. I want City of Toronto keep that workplace. I want City of Toronto maintain the cleaning job there, like we're the frontliner there when it comes to cleanliness, because that is like a major landmark of the city, Union Station. I want city to be proud, right? Like who's maintaining this, who's responsible for this. When they see some good development, they're like city. So I'm part of the team, so I want to grow, and I want success to that workplace.
The two things that are, maybe three things that I've learned about the cleaners at Union Station as parallel to other city workers, particularly cleaning, is how proud Carlo and his colleagues at Union Station are of the work they do for the city. Union Station is a gateway to our city, and they are very proud of the work they do and in their relations with shopkeepers and public that goes through that gateway to the city. They're very proud of the work.
Yeah, we're okay for him.
The other thing about Union Station, a little bit of history, and recent history for us, is it used to be the case that Union Station, that the contractor there subcontracted sometimes to undocumented workers who could not be found to have their wages paid to them. And it was the work of this committee or others at City Council, and City Council as a whole, that looked at the issue and wanted to ensure that decent jobs with decent conditions, that the fair wage was raised, and other aspects of cleaning, because we know what that industry is like unless we put measures in place to watch. And as you saw from Carlo, the city can still do better. He does not yet know 2 weeks in advance of his schedule so that he can plan his life with his son, what his schedule looks like. The city has to step up to the plate and do better, and one of the ways it can do that is to actually adopt standards like the ones outlined earlier, paid sick days, fair scheduling, equal pay for equal work, a living wage. The work is already done. adopt it, like other jurisdictions are, and getting paid on time. We also recommend two other things: proper monitoring and enforcement of our standards. What's in the report is not sufficient. What's in this report talks about a vague, decent standard, decent jobs, and a vague monitoring process. We need decent standards to go with those decent jobs. Inequality is the issue of our time. The City of Toronto should be a lead, not wait for the provincial politics to determine what the standards will be in this province.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Maguire.